unbalanced schedule. The A's come into tonight's game struggling. They are 3-3 in the last 6 games they have played, and 4-6 in the last 10 games. So they're going to try and get consistent. In those last 6 games, the A's have alternated wins and losses in each of those 6 games. So the A's look to get consistent tonight in all facets of the game. Most importantly, or more in particularly, the hitting. The hitting has not been doing well, despite yesterday's 7-3 effort, where the team had 6 extra base hits in the game against Bakersfield. In the first 3 games against Bakersfield, the team totaled only 4 extra base hits in the first 3 games. So it just gives you an idea how the team is struggling a little bit. And I mentioned that the pitching hasn't been well as of late, with the starters. For example, Mark Sauer started at Bakersfield this past weekend and only lasted 2 1/3 innings when he gave up 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 were earned. He walked 2 batters and struck out 3. And then Darryl McCall struggled as well at Bakersfield. However, he did go 6 innings, giving up 8 hits and 3 earned runs. So really, he didn't struggle. He just didn't get much run support in his outing. He has gone 0-2 since a 4-game winning streak earlier this season. And the last 2 games McCall has pitched, he's only gotten a total of 4 runs of support from the offense. So Brad McCall did pitch well. It's just that the offense wasn't helping him out. The Bakersfield pitchers were able to do a number on the Modesto A's hitters in that game. But everyone's not doing poorly. There's a couple of guys who are doing well. A couple I want to mention are tonight's starter for Modesto, Brad Sullivan. In his last start against San Jose last week, he went 7 innings, giving up just 3 hits, an earned run, and no walks while striking out 4. And Brad Sullivan, that's just exemplary of how successful he has been lately. He has won 3 games in a row since beginning the season 0-3. So the A's look for him to, help him get in the win column once again and try and get a winning streak going here. As I mentioned, the A's struggling in their last 10 games, 4-6, and they're hoping that Brad Sullivan can give them some help tonight, and that they're hoping that they can be swinging the bats a little bit better tonight as well. But that will remain to be seen as they take on left-hander Joe Saunders, who comes in with a 3-4 record with an earned run average of 4.58. So it should be interesting to see how the A's hitters are reacting, and we'll find out very shortly. Brad Sullivan, as I mentioned, he will be starting tonight. He is 3-3 with a 4.28 earned run average. So we'll see how he does tonight. And then another pitcher who's been doing well as of late is Tomas Cabanal, who had started the season very roughly. He went 0-1 in his first 5 starts with 4 no decisions. Since that time, he's won 2 straight games. Most recently, he won at Bakersfield after going 6 innings with giving up 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks while striking out 2. So he got some run support in his victories, unlike McCall and Sauer. So Sullivan, Cabanal, and McCall have been pitching well lately. Just that they could just use some more run support. That's all. And Sauer hopefully hopes to return to form. Excuse me, as I get tongue-tied there. But anyway, here's an interesting note that I just got handed to me on the major league level. Arizona Diamondbacks left-hander Randy Johnson has thrown a perfect game against the Atlanta Braves at Turner Field, with the Diamondbacks winning 2-0. The big unit had 13 strikeouts in the perfect game, and I believe that's the first perfect game Randy Johnson has ever thrown in his career. So Major League history has been made tonight as Randy Johnson pitches a perfect game against the Atlanta Braves. So a very, what an amazing accomplishment, given today with how the hitters are a lot stronger today and a lot better today. It's amazing that for Randy Johnson was able to pitch a perfect game. But anyway, let me get you caught up on the California League. The Modesto A's, despite their struggles, come into tonight's game sitting atop the North Division with a record of 22-16. But they're just 2 games ahead of the San Jose Giants, who have been playing well as of late. They are 7-3 in their last 10 games. So the A's are going to have to keep their eyes on the Giants because these two teams are going to be meeting a lot more this season. So it should be interesting how things shape up between those two clubs. Then it's Visalia in third, Stockton in fourth, and then the Bakersfield Blaze in last place, 6.5 games out. In the Southern Division, the Inland Empire still in first place, 10 games above 500 with a record of 24-14. But the Lancaster Jethawks are breathing down their necks, just 2 games behind. Then it's the Lake Elsinore Storm, just 3 games behind. And tonight's Modesto A's opponent, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, are 18-18. Some of you might think, well, that's okay. It's nothing too great. But given Rancho's performance in recent history, they have gone 6-2 in their last 8 games. So the Quakes seem to be surging at this point in time, and the A's hopefully can ward off this resurgence with the Quakes. And here are tonight's scheduled games in the California League. All the other teams are in action tonight. The Lake Elsinore Storm will be in Lancaster taking on the Jethawks. The Stockton Ports will be in Visalia tonight. Pitchers for both those games have yet to be determined as of press time. The Bakersfield Blaze travel to San Jose. They're getting underway very shortly. And the Inland Empire and the High Desert Mavericks will be squaring off at 7:05 as well. It'll be Fulmer for the Inland Empire and Eric Henderson for High Desert in that contest. So we're just moments away before things get underway here at John Thurman Field. Pre-game introductions are taking place as the fans file in here. A very nice breezy evening here in the valley. Not a cloud in sight, just some haze off into the distance and a slight breeze blowing in the outfield. So with this breeze blowing, you kind of wonder how it might have an effect if these teams get some balls in the air, because with the way it's been blowing out, as I see, out to left field, it could, one aspect of this game, or the factor that rather, could be to see which team get, the more fly balls in the air and see which carry. But anyway, right now, we're going to step out and take a break for the performance of our national anthem. I'm Michael Thomas. Thank you for joining me on the pregame show. Paul Schaefer will be up next with the first pitch.
Perfect out. And welcome to another edition of Modesto A's Baseball in the 2004 California League baseball season. I'm Paul Schaefer reporting live from John Thurman Field in Modesto. Tonight, it's a Modesto Athletics against the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. First of a 3-game series against the Southern Division Quakes. Only 6 meetings between these two clubs this season, 3 here in Modesto, and then 3 down in Rancho Cucamonga later on in the season. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, Leading off and playing center field is Reggie Willits. Erick Aybar is the shortstop, batting second. Michael Napoli, hard-hitting first baseman, batting third. Jared Abreu, designated hitter, in the cleanup spot. Greg Porter is at third base, batting fifth. Ryan Buddy doing the catching, batting sixth. David Gates in left field, hitting seventh. Rancho Melgarego is in right field, batting eighth. And the second baseman, B.J. Weed, batting ninth. Pitching tonight for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes is left-hander Joe Saunders. And for the Athletics, leading off playing second base is Lloyd Turner. Andre Ethier, hotter than a pistol, batting second in center field. Casey Myers, designated hitter, batting third. Brent Colamarino also been stinging the ball. He's in the cleanup spot at first base. John Swami, the catcher, bats fifth. Nelson Cruz in left field, hitting sixth. Omar Quintanilla is at shortstop, batting seventh. Marcus McBeth, the right fielder, hits eighth. And Isaac Garcia at the hot corner, batting ninth. Pitching tonight for the A's, right-hander Brad Sullivan. And Sullivan goes into the windup. First pitch of the ball game. This is high, ball one. 7:06, time of first pitch. Reggie Willits up at the plate. Left-handed batter against Sullivan, and the next pitch misses high and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Reggie Willits hitting .254, 3 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Sullivan with a 2-0. That misses outside. 3 balls and no strikes. Umpires for today's game, Aaron Banks out on the bases, Brandon Leopoldus calling balls and strikes. Sullivan with the 3-0. That's in there for a strike called. 3-1. Beautiful day for a ball game. Not a cloud in the sky, clear blue skies. 3-1 pitch fouled off left side, out of play. And a really stiff breeze blowing from right field out towards left. Three balls, 2 strikes. Sullivan works the count to full. And there's a pop fly left side. Going hard is the left fielder Cruz down the line, but that one's going to be out of play. Count remains full to Reggie Willits leading off the ball game. Reggie Willits climbs back in. The Rancho Cucamonga Quakes dressed in their road grays with the blue trim. 3-2 pitch is swung on, hit in the air to left field. Nelson Cruz is moving over towards the gap. He gets there and makes the catch. Willits flies out to left, and there's one away. The batter is Erick Aybar.
Erick Aybar.
Brad Sullivan making his 8th start of the season. He has won his last 3 decisions. He's 3-3 with a 4.28 ERA. He's worked 33 and 2/3 innings, given up 19 runs and 39 hits. He has walked 17. Check that, walked 16 and struck out 17. First pitch to Aybar, misses low and away. Ball 1. Game time temperature, 72 degrees. Pitch misses, 2-0. And a little bit of a chilly night here at John Thurman Field. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Fouled off left side, out of play. 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. Sullivan with the pitch. There's a line drive into center field, and Ethier comes in, and he makes the catch. No, he trapped it. It's a base hit. Ethier didn't see it off the bat. He was stood frozen, and at the last minute lunged for it, and all he could do was trap it. It's a base hit for Aybar. He's on at first base, and the batter is Michael Napoli. Michael Napoli has been doing the job offensively for Rancho. Right-handed batter, first pitch, swung on a miss, strike 1. He had a big rip at that one. Napoli 4th in the league with a .333 batting average. 11 home runs and 39 runs batted in. Sullivan working from the stretch with a runner on at first base, turns and throws to first, and the runner gets back. No balls, one strike to Napoli. Next pitch misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Napoli leads the league with 11 home runs. He has 1 more than San Jose's Dan Trumbull. Sullivan working from the stretch. Throws over to first base. And Willits gets back. Willits with 12 stolen bases on the season. Or check that, Erick Aybar. Willits' first man retired. Aybar with 18 steals in the season. Runner goes. Pitch is taken for a strike. And Swami drops the ball. Stolen base number 19 for Erick Aybar. He's on at second base. It's a 1 ball and 2 strike count to Napoli. One and 2. Sullivan looks back towards second, now throws. Curveball misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Napoli in the running for a triple crown if you kept this up. Pitch misses low and away. 3 and 2. 11 home runs leading the league. 39 RBIs also leads the league. Batting average would have to come up. Pitch misses low and away, ball 4. Sullivan walks Napoli. Puts runners at first and second base. And the batter is Jared Abreu.
Now that is designated hitter number 29, Jared Abreu.
Jared Abreu, designated hitter. Playing in his 9th game for Rancho. He's batting .464 with 3 home runs and 7 runs batted in. 13 hits and 28 at-bats. Left-handed batter. And the first pitch misses low, ball 1. Rancho, like Modesto, with a lot of left-handed batters in their key positions. There's a strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike. Greg Porter is on deck. Defensively for the Athletics, Brent Colamarino is at first base. Lloyd Turner at second. Omar Quintanilla, the shortstop, and Isaac Garcia is at third. Runner breaks, and Sullivan has him. Throw to third base, and Garcia puts the tag on. Aybar broke for second base just when Sullivan was turning around to look at him. And Sullivan stepped off the rubber and made the throw at the caught stealing, 1-5. That's the second out of the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jared Abreu. Sullivan with the pitch. It swung on and just fouled it off. Looked like that got a finger on Swami. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A's catcher looking at his fingers. That foul tip off his right hand. Nelson Cruz is in left field. Andre Ethier in center. And Marcus Macbeth is in right tonight. Swami doing the catching with Brad Sullivan out on the mound. Now Abreu backs out of the box. One ball, 2 strikes. Sullivan's pitch. That misses outside. It's 2-2. Sullivan's last outing against the San Jose Giants here last Thursday. It's 7 strong innings. Gave up 1 run on 3 hits. And the A's 4-1 win. There's a line drive. 1 hop. Turner has it at second base. throws to first base after juggling it momentarily to retire Abruzzo, and that retires the side. First inning for Rancho, no runs, a hit, no errors, and one runner left on base. After half an inning, Rancho nothing, Modesto coming to bat. Hi, Will. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. Good to see you.
Yeah. Did you ever copy the lineup?
When he wants to grab a snack, he heads down to the Double A Food and Beverage and
There you go.
grabs himself his favorite snack.
Leave it alone.
All right, good to see you.
Head on down to the Beverage and outlet.
No, I've already got mine. I got pieces
Grab
of
yourself some great ballpark fare.
I just left it out there.
Retro,
Ron, take it.
hot dogs, Miller sausages, or ice cold Budweiser. Grab yourself a snack and enjoy the game.
Bottom half of the first inning, Lloyd Turner leading it off for the Athletics. He'll be followed by Andre Ethier and Casey Myers. Top of the order, up here against Joe Saunders. And the first pitch to Turner is in there for a strike called, 0-1. Lloyd Turner hitting .272, a home run and 9 runs batted in. Right-handed batter. This pitch misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Turner with a pair of doubles in yesterday's ball game, scored a run, drove one in. A 7-3 victory over Bakersfield. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Joe Saunders on the season, 3-4, 4.58 ERA. Next pitch is line into right field, and there to make the catch is Rancho Malgradajo. Turner retired, and the fly ball to right. The batter is Andre Ethier.
Now batting center fielder number 14, Andre Ethier.
Here's Andre Ethier. He's been one of the hottest hitters in the A's. His average up to .283, 2 home runs and 18 runs batted in. Saunders' pitch misses low, 1-0. Saunders has given up 39 hits in the season, 21 runs, 19 of those have been earned. He has walked 10 and struck out 29. Ethier takes low, 2 balls and no strikes. Left-hander from Fairfax, Virginia. And pitches in there for a strike call. 2-1 to Ethier. Defensively for Rancho, it's Michael Napoli at first base, B.J. Weed at second, Erick Aybar, the shortstop, and Greg Porter is at third. Here comes 2-1 pitch. That gets the outside corner for a strike, and the count is even, 2-2. David Gates is in left field, Reggie Willits in center, and Rancho Melgrahejo in right. There's a foul ball left side out of play. Two and two. Saunders winds in a 2-2 pitch. That's hit in the air to left field. Going over is David Gates. Going towards the line. He makes the catch. Ethier flies out to left field. 2 away. And the batter is Casey Myers.
Now batting designated hitter number 22, Casey Myers.
Casey Myers hitting .414. No home runs and a run batted in. Right-handed batter's been stinging the ball since joining the A's from Midland. First pitch is in there for a strike called, 0-1. Myers had a base hit yesterday and 3 trips to the plate. He also walked in the 3rd inning. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Joe Saunders making his 8th start of the season. On 1 pitch, foul back to the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. His last outing on Thursday against Visalia, he went 5 innings, picking up the win. Threw shutout ball, gave up just 4 hits. Walked 2 and struck out 4. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Myers takes inside. Rancho won that game over Visalia 11-3. Saunders winds and a 2-2 pitch to Myers. That misses low and inside. It got him in the foot. Myers hit by the pitch, and he'll go down to first base. So the A's have their first base runner with 2 outs here in the 1st inning, and that brings up Brent Colamarino.
Now batting first baseman number 23, Brent Colamarino.
Brent Colamarino has been doing some hitting. His average at .323 now. 8 home runs and 24 runs batted in. At first base is Casey Myers. And the first pitch in there for a strike called. Colamarino's .323 batting average, 8th best in the California League. He has passed John Swami for the top average on the club. 0-1 pitch. Misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Colamarino 10th in the league with 43 base hits. 2nd on the team to Swami. Leads the club with 8 home runs. Pitch misses outside, 3-1. Colamarino with 28 runs scored. That leads the club. Saunders comes set, and the pitch. That misses low. 3 balls and a strike. Colamarino had a pair of hits in yesterday's ball game. 3-1 pitch, swung and fouled off. It's a full count, 3-2. Runner at first base is Casey Myers. Saunders gets the sign, now comes set. And the pitch. Colamarino fouls this one off, back and out of play. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Brent Colamarino, batting here in the 1st inning with a runner at first base. Saunders, a first-round draft pick by the California Angels. Taken number 12 overall in the 2002 draft. 3-2 pitch. Misses high, ball 4. So a hit batter and a walk. The A's have a pair of runners aboard. That'll bring up John Swami.
batter, number 5, John Swami.
John Swami hitting .322, 6 home runs, 31 runs batted in. Left-handed batter, apparent runners at first and second base, 2 outs in the first. First pitch gets the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Joe Saunders, 6'2", 200 pounds, out of Virginia Tech. Spent all of 2003 in the disabled list. 0-1 pitch. That misses low. Catcher Ryan Buddy coming up, cocking his arm, keeping an eye on Colin Marino at first base. One ball, one strike. And the pitch. Swung on as a high chopper towards first base. Napoli has it. He'll go to the bag and records the out to retire the side. First baseman unassisted. First inning for the A's. No runs, no hits, no errors. 2 runners left on base. After 1, there's no score.
The Sonic drive at best seat in the house and the Modesto A's promotion staff. Each night at John Thorne Field, a lucky Modesto A's fan will be chosen to sit in the best seats in the house and enjoy the game on Sonic's comfortable couch with up to 4 friends or family and receive a great prize package courtesy of Sonic's Drive-In. Tonight's winner in section 108, Troy Patterson. Troy, stand up. You are tonight's winner. Congratulations. Please head down and meet the rest of the promotion staff at your new seat for tonight's game, the Sonic's best seat in the house. Your chance to sit in Sonic's best seat in the house. Stop by the Tony Rose guest service counter to enter your name before the next home game. The best seat in the house, brought to you by the Sonics of Modesto, Tracy, and Merced. Sonic, America's Drive-In. Attention fans, boy blue, Acro Vigor, in the East lot, license plate number 2WD-X614. Your back passenger door is open. Once again, blue Acro Vigor in the East lot. License plate number 2WD-X614. Your back passenger door is open. Thank you. Leading it off for the Quakes, third baseman number 8, Greg Porter.
Top half of the second inning, Greg Porter leading it off for Rancho Cucamonga. He'll be followed by Ryan Buddy and David Gates. 5, 6, 7 hitters up here against Brad Sullivan. And the first pitch is hit in the line to shortstop. Quintanilla has it, 1 out. We have the Loud family sitting down in front of us tonight. Sounds like they're straight out of a sitcom. And they choose to sit right in front of the booth. And all we can hope is they get their fill early and go home or move. There's Ryan Buddy, the catcher. And the first pitch gets the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. Buddy hitting .240, 3 home runs and 8 runs batted in. Pitch is grounded foul, first base side. No balls and 2 strikes. Buddy, one of 3 catchers on the roster. Jared Abruzzo, who is designated here tonight, and Michael Napoli playing at first. Pitch is swung on and fouled off. No balls and 2 strikes. Brad Sullivan has won his last 3 decisions after losing his first 3. And now he's starting to look like the pitcher the A's thought he was going to be when they drafted him number 1. There's a line drive, foul, third base side. No balls, 2 strikes. And again, the 0-2. That misses low and away. 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch. That misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a 2-2 pitch is a chopper towards the left side. Isaac Garcia, third baseman, has it charging. A throw over to first is in time. Buddy is retired 5 of 3 in this two-away.
Now batting left fielder number 10, David Gates.
Here's David Gates. David Gates, formerly with the rock band Bread back in the 70s. No, not really. Shares the same name. Second year with Rancho. David Gates hitting .291, 9 home runs and 33 runs batted in. And the first pitch to him is hit in the air to shallow right field. First baseman Brent Colamarino back in the outfield grass makes the catch. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the second. There's no score.
All right, fans, it's that time again. Back by Foster, the man. It's tonight's Battle of the Sub contest, presented by Subway. Tonight's contestant, Kyle, will give 20 seconds to bring down this oversized Subway sub. Oh, my God! Fans, let's cheer Kyle on. Kyle, are you ready? All right, on your mark. Get set, go! Top on the sub, Kyle. Bring it down. All right. Good job, Kyle. Let's have a big hand for tonight's contestant, Kyle. As well as our super sub in Subway. Great job, you two.
Bottom of the second inning, Nelson Cruz will be leading it off for the A's. He'll be followed by Omar Quintanilla and Marcus McBeth. 6, 7, and 8 hitters for the Athletics up here against Joe Saunders. No score in the ball game. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Nelson Cruz hitting .283, 5 home runs and 20 runs batted in. 1-0 pitch, misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Cruz with a double in the game yesterday, his 14th of the season. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. His 14 doubles now lead the California League. He has 1 more than Jeremy Cleveland of Stockton. Here's a 2-1 pitch, and it's a ground ball to second base on a big hop for B.J. Weed. His throw over to first is in time. 4-3 in the putout. Now to bring up Omar Quintanilla. Omar Quintanilla hitting .421. Check that, 253, 4 home runs and 21 runs batted in. Left-handed batter. Up here, 1 out in the second inning. And first pitch is in there for a strike call. Quintanilla with a pair of home runs and 9 RBIs over his last 10 games. Grounds this one to third base. Good stop down there by Greg Porter. Throw across the diamond is in time. Quintanilla is retired 5-3. 2 away, and the batter is Marcus Macbeth. Marcus Macbeth. Macbeth hitting .219, a home run and 7 runs batted in. And the pitch. That's in there for a strike call, 0-1. And the 0-1 pitch. That swung on and missed. Oh, 1 to Macbeth. Left-hander winds, and the next delivery, that's swung on, hit in the air to right center field. Long one for Willits. He gets there, makes the catch. Center field is tracking down that fly ball. 3-3 down in the second for Rancho. We've played 2. There's no score.
Check out the big Logan in left center field. Modesto ace player hits the home run through the Warden strike in with one lucky fan, and the player who hits the home run will flip a $10,000 jackpot. Visit Warden Juice Furniture Outlet located at the corner of Colville and 9th Street in Modesto. Also, the Modesto A's promotion staff has Warden t-shirts for the loudest fans. So make some noise and you might get the t-shirt courtesy of Warden. So Warden, we got it.
Top half of the third inning, Rancho Melgarajo leading it off for Rancho. He'll be followed by B.J. Weed and Reggie Willits, 8-9 hitters up here against Brad Sullivan. And the first pitch is in there for a strike called, 0-1. Melgarajo hitting .275, 2 home runs, 14 runs batted in. Next pitch misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-handed batter, Sullivan's pitch. This is high. 2-1, no score here in the third inning. Sullivan has given up one hit. Pitch misses low and in. 3-1. Brad Sullivan. Fastball, slider, curveball. 3-1 is grounded foul, third base side. 22 years old, 6 feet tall, 195 pounds. A's drafted him number 1 out of the University of Houston. Here's a 3-2 pitch, and it misses high, ball 4. So Melgarejo walks, leading off the third inning. Second walk Sullivan has allowed. Runner at first base, the batter is B.J. Weed. B.J. Weed hitting .280. Home run and 12 runs batted in. That's what their team batting average is, .280 for these Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Third in the California League. A's batting .274. Runner at first base. And here's Weed, left-handed batter. And the first pitch. It's in there for a strike called, 0-1. 0-1. And throw over to first base, getting back to the bag, is Melgarejo. As a team, this Rancho squad has stolen 52 bases. Sullivan from the stretch turns and throws quickly again to first base. And Melgarejo gets back standing up. 52 stolen bases and is second in the league to High Desert, who's stolen 57. There's a ground ball left side. Garcia can't cut it off. Quintanilla, the shortstop, gets it, and he throws to second base and gets the force play on Melgarejo, who appears to be shaken up. Good play by Quintanilla, getting that deep in the hole and making that submarine throw to Turner at second base to retire Melgarejo 6-4. Weeds on at first base in the fielder's choice. One out will go top of the order, and Reggie Willits. Willits flew out to left field his first time up. Another left-handed batter up here against Sullivan. And the pitch. Swung on, fouled off left side, out of play. Willits in his first season with Rancho. Played at Provo, Utah last year. No balls, one strike. Pitch misses high. 1-1. Willits making the jump from rookie ball. Well, it's 22 years old. Turned 23 later on in the season. Had 300 for Provo in 59 games last year. Runner goes. Pitch is grounded foul, first base side. He had a good jump, too. No balls and 2 strikes to Willits. B.J. Weed with a good jump that time. He's stolen 5 bases this season. He's been caught one time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sullivan with a masterful game against San Jose, and his last outing to even his record at 3-3. Looking to make it 4 here tonight. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Willits goes down swinging. 2 away now. The batter is Erick Aybar.
Now batting shortstop number 3, Erick Aybar.
Aybar has singled. He stole second base, his 19th steal of the year. And then he was caught stealing, trying to go to third. As he jumped before Sullivan pitched, and they had him easily pegged out at third base. Left-handed hitting shortstop. Asks for timeout, doesn't get it. And Sullivan with a long look. There goes the runner. Pitches down in the dirt. Swami's throw to second base is not nearly in time. Weed steals his 6th base of the season. Pitch was a ball. It's 1-0 to Aybar. Aybar looked back and asked for timeout, and the umpire didn't give it to him. So he stood there waiting, and Sullivan with a long look before he delivered. Now the 1-0 pitch comes inside. That's 2 balls and no strikes to Aybar. Erick Aybar signed as a free agent out of Dominican Republic in 2002 for California. Pitch misses low in the dirt. Swami blocks it, but he can't find it in time for Weed to get to third base. So with 2 outs, Weed's down at third base on the wild pitch. And it's 3 ball, no strike count to Aybar. And the pitch. Fouled off left side, out of play. Swinging on 3-0. He fouls it off. 3-1. As long as you don't make an out, swinging on 3-0. Now he's got a real hitter's count at 3-1. Here it comes. Swung on, he fouls this one off. Now the count is full, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at third base. Right-hander from Needle in Texas comes set. And 3-2 pitch is a line drive. Quintanilla can't get it. It's a base hit to left field. In the score is Weed, and Rancho has a 1-0 lead. RBI single for Erick Aybar.
Now batting for the Quakes, first baseman number 12, Michael Napoli.
That's his 13th run batted in the season. Aybar is on at first base, and the batter is Michael Napoli. Napoli walked his first time up. Sullivan working with the runner at first base. He throws over there. Runner gets back. Napoli from Hollywood, Florida. He's just 22 years old. Split a season last year between Cedar Rapids. Oh, check that. He played all of last year at Rancho Cucamonga. Runner goes, and the pitch is taken inside. Throw to second base is not in time. And I guess the message is being sent. This team is going to be running in this series. 3rd stolen base of the game in 4 attempts for Rancho. For Aybar, that's his league-leading 20th steal of the season. Next pitch misses low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. A's are going to have to make some adjustments in this series to try and keep a handle on these runners who are steal crazy. There's a long drive deep towards center field. Going back, and this one is gone. Home run. Michael Napoli, home run number 12. Drives in runs number 40 and 41. And that extends the Rancho lead to 3-0. Pitch was up high and over the plate, and Napoli caught up with it. Center fielder Andre Ethier turned and started running, but then immediately just looked up and watched it sail way over the fence. 12th home run for Napoli. 3-0 lead for Rancho. Here's Jared Abruzzo. And pitch misses low, ball 1. The Angels farm system has been producing some sluggers of late. Pitches swung on and missed. Last season they had Dallas McPherson and Jeff Mathis here in Rancho. Both those guys very highly rated prospects for the Angels. I think you're going to have to put Napoli in that category this year as well. 1-1 pitch is nubbed down towards third base. Up with it is Garcia. Throw over to first is in time. 5-3 put out. Abruzzo's retired. And the Rancho's out in the third. They pick up 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Rancho leading Modesto 3-0.
The fans who can make the most noise. It's Great American Oak Depot Frisbee time, fans. So let Pete out hear you.
We go to the bottom half of the third inning. Isaac Garcia leading it off for Modesto. With the fall by top of the order, Lloyd Turner and Andre Ethier. 3-0, Rancho on top. Joe Saunders with a 3-0 lead goes to work with Garcia. And the first pitch misses outside, ball 1. Isaac Garcia hitting .215, no home runs, 11 runs batted in. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That gets the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Garcia 0 for 3 yesterday. He had a 3-hit game on Sunday. And that 11-10 loss to Bakersfield. Pitch comes inside. No, gets the inside corner for a strike. 1-2. Joe Saunders missed all of last year. He was supposed to join the staff on Rancho last season. Pitch is fouled off on the first base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Would have joined Irvin Santana, Stephen Shell, Jake Woods in Rancho last year, but he's injured, missed the whole season. There's a pop-up. That's into the seats. Count remains 1-2. The Phillies drafted Saunders in the 5th round out of high school. And then he went on to Virginia Tech. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That misses outside, 2-2. And the Angels took him in the 1st round in 2002. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's fouled back to the screen. Garcia wasting pitches. Counts even. Saunders led the Big East Conference with a 9-2 record and a 2.86 ERA. 2-2 pitch. That misses outside. Also led in strikeouts with 102. That's as a junior. And he signed a pre-draft deal with the Angels for $1.8 million. Here comes a 3-2 pitch, and it's a chopper, a left side. Shortstop Aybar has it. Throw to first base is in time. Garcia is retired. 6-3 in the putout. 1 away, and the batter is Lloyd Turner. Lloyd Turner flew out to right field his first time up.
Now that is second baseman number 3, Lloyd Turner. Paul Cruz, please report to the 20-year-old guest service counter. Paul Cruz, please report to the 20-year-old guest service counter. Thank you.
Here's Lloyd Turner, and he's showing bunt and takes it outside, ball one. Saunders tore his rotator cuff with a partially torn labrum, the reason why he missed last year. And he managed to avoid surgery. 1-0 pitch. There's a pop-up in the infield. Shortstop Aybar coming in. Saunders backs off the mound, puts his arms out and says, I don't know where it is. Well, the shortstop Aybar comes in and gets it. Turner is retired. The pop-up to short. 2 outs, and the batter is Andre Ethier.
Now that is center fielder number 14, Andre Ethier.
Andre Ethier flew out to left field his first time up. Left-handed batter had a good series down in Bakersfield. First pitch to him is grounded foul, first base side. Ethier with 3 hits yesterday, including a pair of runs batted in and a double. He had 2 hits on Sunday with a run batted in and a run scored. Saturday he had 2 hits and a walk. Friday he had a base hit and a run scored. 0-1 pitch. Then there for a strike called. 0-2. Over his last 10 games, Ethier hitting .436. 17 for 39. 0-2 misses outside. 1-2. Saunders avoided surgery, and they prescribed aggressive rehabilitation as opposed to surgery. 1-2 pitch misses outside. 2-2. Saunders with a fastball, 89, 94 miles an hour. Very good at changing speeds, keeping the hitters off balance. 2-2 pitch. There's a drive to right center field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Over the field it is Melgarejo. He gets it back in. Ethier with a base hit. He's on a first base with 2 outs, and the batter is Casey Myers.
Now that he's designated hitter number 22, Casey Myers.
Casey Myers hit by a pitch his first time up. A's trailing the ball game 3-0, trying to get something going against Joe Saunders. And lefty's first pitch is hit on the ground to shortstop. Aybar goes a short way to second for the force play, and that retires the side. Third inning for the A's. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We've played 3. Rancho on top of Modesto, 3-0.
Al Sergio located way up north on McHenry Avenue offers quality furniture, finished or unfinished. So let's hear you fans. Who wants a softy ball? Make sure BS near you.
Top half of the fourth inning, Greg Porter leading it off for Rancho. And the first pitch from Brad Sullivan hitting the ground to second baseman Lloyd Turner. Up with it, throws over to first in time. Porter is retired 4-3. One out, and the batter is Ryan Buddy, the catcher. 3-0, Rancho on top. 2-run home run by Michael Napoli in the third inning, his 12th of the season.
Catcher number 6, Ryan Buddy.
We're seeing in Napoli probably one of the best hitters in the California League so far this season. First pitch to Buddy comes inside, ball one. Buddy grounded to third base his first time up. But Brad Sullivan gives up 3 in the third inning. Wants to try and keep it right here, see if the A's can come back. There's a fly ball, left field, down the line. Long run for Nelson Cruz, foul territory. Oh, just foul. That just went foul by inches. I think Cruz had misjudged that. He was running out of room, and he pulled up, and that ball landed just inches. Foul down the left field line. 2 balls and a strike to Buddy. First of a 3-game series here at John Thurman Field, opening up a 7-game homestand. Bakersfield will be in over the weekend for their first visit of the year. 2 balls, 1 strike. Sullivan's pitch. That comes inside, and that hits him. Buddy's hit by the pitch, and he'll go down to first base. So Sullivan has walked a pair, and now he hits a batter. Runner at first with 1 out for David Gates. Tomorrow's game, 11 a.m. 11 a.m. tomorrow. It's one of those dare days. If you're familiar with the DARE program, that's what that's all about. You have the local police and the highway patrol and the sheriff out here. There's a drive to center field. Ethier going over. He can't get it. Plays it on a hop. Around second, going for third is Buddy. The throw is not in time. And on the throw going to second base is David Gates. Throw came through on 1 hop, and I'm not so sure that that's something Vaughn Hayes is going to be happy about. I think you like to have that throw down so Quintanilla can cut it off instead of letting Gates go to second base. So now you have a second and third situation with 1 out. And the infield is going to come play in with Mel Guerrejo up at the plate. First pitch is a line drive left field. Cruz comes in, can't get it, and it goes by him. In to score is Buddy. Gates around third, he will score. Milagros at second base, he's going for third. Here comes the throw, the relay, he's out at third base. Good thing. That should be a single and an error. They might give him a run batted in. At least 1 run batted in, 1 or 2. We'll check on that. Here's B.J. Weed. But it's a 5-0 Rancho lead, bottom line.
Well, this guy, he's looking for a walk.
Cruz came in and tried to make a backhanded stab on that, and the ball got by him. Fouled into the seat, strike 1 to Weed. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored his first time up. Milagro with a base hit. We'll give him 2 runs batted in. And an error allowing him to get to second base. And then he's out at third. Swing and a miss. Play went 7-6-5 as Quintanilla took the relay and got that on the third base to Garcia. Here's the 0-2 pitch. There's a line drive, left field. Cruz coming over, can't get that one. Drops in for a base hit. And he's going for 2. The throw is not in time. Weed digs that out for a double. That's a double. So Weed's on at second base. Cruz.
Now that for the Quakes.
not as fast getting to that ball as he would have liked to. So I think he's still a little bit frustrated over the last play. Runner at second base is 2 outs, top of the order is Reggie Willits. And the pitch misses inside, ball 1. Big news in baseball tonight, Randy Johnson with a perfect game against the Atlanta Braves. Arizona wins 2-0 on a perfect game by Randy Johnson. Swung on a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Reggie Willits. He has flied out and struck out. Talk a little bit more about that later. Here, B.J. Weeds leading off of second base. Third straight hit off of Sullivan. There's a line drive off of Sullivan's glove that goes through into center field for a base hit. Weed comes in to score, and it's 6-0 Rancho. Well, I hope we're not going to have one of those nights like they have in the Southern Division a lot, where we have like a football-type score.
Now batting shortstop, number 3, Erick Aybar.
Base hit and a run batted in for Reggie Willits. Here's Erick Aybar. 4th straight hit for Rancho. They're now at 7. Runner goes. Pitch is taken for a strike. Throw to second base is not in time. Willits steals second base. He's on at second base with his 13th steal of the season. It's a no ball, 1 strike count to Aybar. Sullivan's pitch is a line drive, left center field, base hit. That will score Willits. Aybar takes a big turn and he holds up. RBI single for Erick Aybar.
All right, you ready?
4 runs in here in the 4th inning, and Rancho's leading it 7-0.
I'd like to wish a special happy 7th birthday to Kyle Gaggio. Happy 7th birthday, Kyle.
For Aybar, that is his 13th RBI of the season. He's on at first base.
Also, happy first birthday to Haley Gallego. Happy first birthday, Haley. Hope you enjoy your first birthday here at John Silver Field.
4 stolen bases, 8 hits.
Now batting.
Let's go!
Mike Napoli.
And here comes Scott Emerson out to the mound. He's going to try and settle Brad Sullivan down. At the conclusion of tonight's ball game, we'll be selecting the Yonens player of the game. For all of your jewelry needs, head down to Yonens Jewelers, located at 2485 Gear Road in Turlock, or the new store at 1809 McHenry Avenue in the Safeway Shopping Center in Modesto. That's Yonens Jewelers, proud sponsors of the Modesto A's and diamonds everywhere. Yesterday's Yonens player of the game was Leonard Landeros. Landeros came into the game after Matt Lynch pitched the first 5 innings. Kind of a rocky 5 innings. He gave up 9 hits. And the 5th inning ended with Nelson Cruz making a great diving catch off of Gabby Martinez with the bases loaded to end the inning. Then Landeros came in and pitched 2 2/3 innings of shutout no-hit ball. That settled things down. The A's won the game 7-3. Steve Obenchain warming up in the A's bullpen as Brad Sullivan faces Michael Napoli. He had 2-run home run his last time up. And first pitch misses low, ball 1. Sullivan comes set. And the 1-0 pitch. Fastball's in there for a strike. 1-1. Runner at first base. Sullivan turns and throws over there. 1-1. And Sullivan's next pitch. That comes inside. 2 balls and a strike.
Got him scared now. Don't let him play.
Napoli came in 4th in the league in hitting, leading the league with home runs and runs batted in. Pitch misses low. Don't know what their situation is. If the Angels would be looking at moving him up during the season to Arkansas, where they already have a bevy of sluggers up there. Is a ground ball left side, cut off by Garcia, spins, throws to first base in time, and that retires the side. 5-3 in the putout. In the 4th inning for Rancho, they come up with 4 runs on 5 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning at Rancho, leading Modesto 7-0.
All right, fans, cheer 'em on. Here we go. There's the first one, and we got a 3. All right, Paul, just roll another 3. Here we go. Oh, a 2. But thanks for playing, Paul. Let's give a round of applause, everyone. And thanks again to the California Mortgage and Associates for tonight's side contest. Don't leave your dreams of home ownership to luck. Beat higher interest rates. Get the home loan you need today from the leading home loan lender in the Valley, California Mortgage Associates.
Let's go, Eddie.
Marino leads off the 4th inning for the A's. Hits the first pitch on the ground to second baseman B.J. Weed. He's up with it. Throws to first in time. Colamarino is retired 4-3. 1 out. The batter is John Swami. 7-0. Rancho on top. They get 3 runs in the 3rd and 4 in the 4th. Boy, it continues like this.
Catcher number 5, John Swami.
I don't have to tell you that exponentially it's going to be a very high-scoring game. Here's John Swami. Pitch is in there for a strike call, 0-1. Swami grounded out to first base his first time up. Saunders with the next pitch, and it's swung on, fouled off left side, out of play. 0-2. Rancho roughing up Brad Sullivan for the first 4 innings. Bullpen is quiet now. Steve Obenchain had been warming up. There's a high pop-up, shallow left field. Coming in is David Gates, and he makes the catch. Swami flies out to left. There's 2 away. The batter is Nelson Cruz. Here's Nelson Cruz. first pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike one. I don't know why they seat people in these seats right in front of us when there's plenty of seats around the ballpark otherwise. And this guy has like a whole section to himself in his family. You know, unless he requested, may I please sit right in front of the announcer so I can make as much noise as possible and bug him all night. I don't know why they would put him there. If he made that special request, then that's fine. We do anything we can to accommodate our customers. But if he didn't ask for them, there's a strike call, 1-2. If he didn't ask for them, why put him there? 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cruz. Saunders pitch. Swung on. Driven to right field. A base hit. Going down the line. Malgarejo going to cut it off. Cruz going for 2. The throw will not be in time. He's in with a double. 15th double of the season for Nelson Cruz. That's the second base hit for the A's. Comes with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. And that'll bring up Omar Quintanilla. Omar Quintanilla grounded to third base his first time up. Left-handed batter. A's trying to get one on the board here against Saunders. Pitch is in there for a strike call, 0-1. Five hits in that 4th inning for Rancho. Cruz gets the second hit for the A's here in the 4th. Quintanilla takes outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And the next pitch misses low on outside. 2 balls and a strike. That base hit by Malgarejo, that's a double. And 2 runs batted in. No error on the play. Official score ruled that he just dove for it and missed it. And that's generally considered a base hit. You don't get an error on those plays. 2-1 pitch. Here's a ground ball left side in left field for a base hit. Cruz being waved home. And there'll be no throw. Quintanilla with an RBI single. And the A's are on the board. It's 7-1. RBI number 22 in the season for Omar Quintanilla. And he's really turning into a RBI machine with some timely hits. Here's Marcus McBeth, the third A's hit. McBeth flew out to center field his first time up. Throw over to first base, and the runner gets back. Saunders pitched an instructional league during the off-season after recovering from the torn rotator cuff. Here's a check swing. That's a strike. 0-2 to McBeth. Steve Shell, a third-round draft pick by the Angels in 2001. We're going to see him in tomorrow's game. As a ground ball backhanded to third base by Porter. His throw to first is in time. McBeth has retired 5-3, and the A's are out in the 4th. They pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We've played 4. It's Rancho 7, Modesto 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been brought to my attention that we have a slight problem in the parking lot. State security officials have given me the following information. In the west lot, the owner of a white Isuzu Rodeo with license plate number 181MHT, that's 181MHT. Please report to customer service service counter. Your car has been chosen the dirtiest car in the parking lot. Prime Shine Express Car Wash with location in Modesto, Merced, Series, Bodie, and Chilliwack has a free car wash for you. Thanks again to the good folks at Prime Shine Express Car Wash. Fans, it's that time again. The ground crew is on the field, and that means that it is $1 beer time for the next 3 outs of the game. So head down to your nearest double-day food and beverage concession outlet and grab your $1 domestic beer for the next 3 outs presented by Budweiser.
Out of the way, bud. Here we go.
All right, fans, open up those scorecards and check out the stat sheet found in your scorecard. Check out the top right-hand corner of that stat sheet. If your stat sheet is numbered 1634, congratulations, you are the winner of a $15 gift certificate courtesy of Valley Sporting Goods. Head on down to the Tony Rose guest service counter now to claim your prize. Fans of Vanessa Ames would like to give some special happy birthdays. Happy 14th birthday to Jennifer Cruz. Once again, happy 14th birthday, Jennifer. Thanks for coming out. And also happy 16th birthday to Kyle Walton. Happy 16th birthday, Kyle. Hope you enjoyed tonight's game.
It's your birthday? Go, get mine.
Leading it off with a quick designated hitter, number 29, Jared Abruzzo.
The top half of the 5th inning, 7-1 Rancho lead. Jared Abruzzo leads it off with a fly ball to center field. Ethier coming in and makes the catch. Abruzzo retired in the first pitch, 1 away, and the batter is Greg Porter. 7 runs on 8 hits for Rancho. 1 run on 3 hits for the A's. The A's just breaking through in the 4th inning. RBI single by Omar Quintanilla, driving home Nelson Cruz. Cruz hit a 2-out double, his 15th of the season. He leads the league in doubles. And that was a hustle double. It was down the right field line, and he had to dig it out. Went into second base with a head-first dive. Here's Greg Porter. And Sullivan's pitch misses outside, ball 1. Rancho scored 3 in the 3rd. 2-run home run by Michael Napoli, his 12th of the season, being the blow in that inning. 1-0 pitch is fouled off into the seat. 1 ball, 1 strike. And they got 4 in the 4th on 5 straight base hits. Pitch misses low. Ball and a strike to Porter. So the A's with a big mountain to climb to come back in this one. Sullivan's next pitch misses inside. 1-1. Only game in the California League yesterday was the Athletics beating Bakersfield. Everybody else had a day off. Go figure. Now it looks like everybody's played the same amount of games. There's a line drive, leaping grab at second base by Lloyd Turner. 2 away. Nice play by Lloyd Turner, who more and more is looking like the regular second baseman on this squad.
Now batting, catcher number 6, Ryan Buddy.
Lloyd's still a youngster. He's the kind of guy who can come up here next year and dominate in the California League. Here's Ryan Buddy. And pitches in there for a strike, 0-1. Buddy grounded out in the 2nd inning, hit by a pitch in the 4th. Full slate in the California League tonight. Ground ball at third base. Isaac Garcia has it. His throw to first base is in time. Buddy retired 5-3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Sullivan in the 5th. We go to the bottom half with Rancho leading Modesto 7-1.
cheer them on. Here we go. Here's the first one. It's up. It's back. And it's in the glove. We got one. Nice job, Chris. It's up. It's down. And yes, we got two. All right, here's the last one. It's down. And yes, nice job, Chris. You just won yourself a gourmet burger fries and one delicious creamery milkshake. Fans, let's give them one more round of applause. All right, thanks again to Velvet Grill and Creamery, serving you with two Modesto locations. Fans, make sure to bring your ticket stub from tonight's game into Velvet Grill and Creamery and get a free gourmet burger with the purchase of another gourmet burger. All right, fans, open up those scorecards again and check out the stat sheet down your scorecard. Check out the top right-hand corner of that stat sheet. Your stat sheet is numbered 1697. Congratulations, you are the winner of one free wheel alignment courtesy of Great Star Auto Body. Head on down to the 200-row guest service counter now to claim your prize. Third baseman number 4, Isaac Garcia.
Bottom half of the fifth inning, Isaac Garcia leading off for the A's. First pitch misses outside, ball one. 7-1, Rancho Cucamonga leading the Athletics. Garcia to be followed by top of the order, Lloyd Turner and Andre Ethier. Here against Joe Saunders. Bouncing ball left side. High hop for Aybar. Throw to first base is not in time. Garcia beats it. It's a base hit. Bouncing ball in the hole. Aybar may have even benefited by that high hop. But his throw to first base was late. Garcia beat it out. That's the fourth hit for the A's. Comes to lead off the fifth inning. And that'll bring up Lloyd Turner.
Number 3, Lloyd Turner.
Lloyd Turner is 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped up. Garcia's on a first base. Throw over there. And the runner gets back. Joe Saunders, who's pitching quite effectively tonight so far. Lost 4 straight decisions. There's a bunt out in front of the plate. Coming out as the catcher, Buddy. His throw to first is in time. Nice play by Buddy. 2-3 in the putout. And moving to second is Garcia.
Center fielder number 14, Andre Ethier.
It is a sacrifice for Turner. 2-3 in the putout. Garcia's at second base. And the batter is Andre Ethier. Get the A's first hit in the third inning. They also flied out. And the pitch. Line foul, left side, out of play. Saunders won his last decision against Visalia on Thursday. 11-3 win. Pitching shutout ball. He's pitched well in lost causes as well for Rancho this season. 0-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike call. He won his first 2 decisions. Beat Bakersfield on the second game of the season, 5-2. When he pitched shutout ball for 5 innings, giving up just 2 hits. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Ethier. Misses outside, 1-2. And then in his next start against High Desert, he gave up 2 runs on 4 hits in 6 innings and won that game 8-4. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Left-hander comes set. And the pitch. And this is low and away. 2-2. And then his first loss came as he pitched the second night against High Desert, back-to-back starts after beating them. And he gave up 1 run and 3 hits in 6 innings and lost that game 4-2. 2-2. Ethier hit the fly ball foul left side out of play. Then he gave up 5 runs in 5 innings against San Jose on April 26th. And he took the loss in that one. The San Jose beat him 5-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second base. Here's the pitch. There's a ground ball back to the mound. Saunders has Garcia held up between second and third. And now Porter, the third baseman, makes the tag. Throw back to first base, and Ethier is safe. Oh, that would have been disastrous. Garcia's picked off in second. He was off the bag, and the ground ball back to the mound. Play goes 1-6-5 with Porter, the third baseman, making the tag. Ethier's on at first base in the fielder's choice.
Hitter number 22, Casey Myers.
2 outs in the batters, Casey Myers. Casey's been hit by a pitch and grounded out. And the pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. After his loss to San Jose on May 1st, Saunders gave up 2 runs on 7 hits in a 6-3 loss to the Inland Empire 66ers. 1-0 pitch to Myers, a called strike, 1-1. And then he lost the following start on May 6th against Lancaster when he got bombed for 11 runs on 12 hits in a 4 1/3 innings. As Lancaster beat Rancho 15-6. Here's the 1-1. Casey takes up high. 2 balls and a strike. And then that brings us to Thursday against Visalia. He threw 5 shutout innings and won that game 11-3. Here comes 2-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. The count is even, 2-2. The Saunders, who missed all of last year, certainly seems healthy. He's throwing well here tonight, and he's thrown well enough to win at least a couple more of those games that he's lost. 2-2 pitch. That misses low. 3-2. 22 years old. He'll turn 23 in the middle of June, June 16th. Pitched in 2002 at Rookie Ball and then Cedar Rapids in the Midwest League. Bouncing ball, right side, into right field for a base hit. Ethier on second base, headed for third. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. Base hit for Casey Myers. And aggressive base running by Andre Ethier, getting over to third base. A's have runners at the corners for Brent Colamarino. Well, this game could change quickly with one swing of the bat. Colamarino has walked and grounded out. Bottom half of the 5th inning. A's trailing 7-1. Catcher Ryan Buddy out to the mound talking to Joe Saunders. Ethier at third, Casey Myers at first. Colamarino has walked and grounded out. Left-hander against left-hander. And Saunders' first pitch. This is inside, ball 1. Colamarino checked his swing on an appeal play. He did not go. One ball, no strikes. Colin Marino had 3 home runs and 9 runs batted in his last 10 games with a .342 batting average. Saunders pitch. Misses high. 2 balls, no strikes.
Come on, give him a pitch. Give him a pitch. Got him 6 up on him. He's back.
And a 2-0 pitch. That swung on, popped up left side. That's foul and out of play. 2-1.
Attention fans, the west parking lot for the GMC pickup. Louis Silver with license plate number 702406 with its lights on. Thank you.
2 balls and a strike to Colin Marino.
Come on, big boy.
Saunders gets the sign from Buddy.
Yeah.
And the pitch. As a ground ball on third base line. In the left field for a base hit. Ethier in to score. Myers stops at second base. Just a slow roller right down the line, and Porter playing way off the bag had no chance for it. And Colin Marino with an RBI single gets the second A's run home at 7-2. RBI number 25 for Brant Colin Marino. Hey, it looked like a scorching line drive tomorrow. Going to be a visit to the mound now by the pitching coach, Keith Comstock of the Rancho Quakes, as Saunders gives up a run in the 4th inning. Now he gives up 1 here in the 5th. There's runners at first and second base, and John Swami, another left-handed batter, but a dangerous one, will be stepping up to the plate.
Catcher number 5, John Swami.
Saunders has held left-handed batters to a 154 batting average this season. Here's the pitch to Swami. And this is outside, ball 1. Swami looking to keep the inning going and get the A's a little bit closer. Maybe get into this bullpen. Here's the 1-0 pitch. As a strike call, 1-1. Swami, who's hitting .322 overall, hitting just .250 against left-handed pitching. 9 hits and 36 at-bats. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. This one misses low. He checked his swing on an appeal. He did not go. It's 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. Myers at second. Colin Marino at first. Saunders comes set. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Counts even at 2-2. Swami's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flied out. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Saunders from the stretch. The pitch to Swami. Fouled off, left side, out of play. Count remains even, 2-2. A's now with 6 base hits. 3 here in the 5th inning. Saunders comes set. And now the pitch. Swami hits a line drive into right field for a base hit. Myers is going to be held up at third base as Melgarejo fires the ball back in. Wise choice. Myers not the fastest guy in the world. So it's a single for Swami, and it loads the bases for Nelson Cruz. 3 straight base hits, 4 in the inning. And here's Cruz, who doubled his last time up.
Now batting left fielder, number 18, Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz grounded out in the second, doubled in the fourth, and scored the A's first run. Saunders working with the bases loaded from the windup. And his first pitch misses low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Saunders winds in the 1-0. That's swung on and missed. 1-1. Nelson Cruz hitting .379 against left-handed pitching this season. With 5 doubles, of course, gets lots of doubles, and 4 RBIs. 1 walk and 11 strikeouts. 1-1 pitch. He has a ground ball to shortstop. Aybar flips to second for the force play, and that retires the side. In the 5th inning for the A's, they pick up a run on 4 hits, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. We've played 5. Rancho leads Modesto 7-2.
And a happy 12th birthday to Jeff Davis. Hope you all are enjoying your birthday tonight. Thanks for coming out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please draw your attention to second base for one very fast lucky fan. Going to race Peanut from second base to home plate, and brought to you by David Sunflower Seed. Tonight's contestant is Jordan. All right, you two, make sure you stretch out good. All right, you guys ready? All right, fans, let's cheer them on. On your mark. Get set, go. And they're off. Oh, Peanut gets it up. Peanut passes Jordan. Uh-oh. Peanut got the lead. Oh, Garcia just takes Peanut out. Flies him on the ground. And here comes Jordan. He's going to come home safely, but Peanut is still on the ground. And tonight's winner will be Jordan. Let's give him a round of applause, everyone. Thank you for participating in tonight's AFC Space Race, Jordan. And fans, make sure to visit the Doubleday Concession Outlet. Pick yourself up a bag of David Sunflower Seeds, and remember, eat fit and be happy.
Shut up and get out of here. Hey! That's the way! That's the way, baby! Go! Fire in there! Fire! Oh, yeah!
Now pitching for the A's, number 32, Stephen Openchain.
Yeah, see what you Quakes? Quakers ain't got that by this guy.
Lead it off to the Quakes.
Quakers are through.
Left fielder number 10, David Gates.
We go top half of the 6th inning of Rancho Cucamonga leading Modesto 7-2. It'll be lower third of the batting order for the Quakes up here. David Gates, Renzo Melgarego, and P.J. Weed up here against Steve Obenchain. And the first pitch is fouled off right side out of play. Steve Obenchain with an 0-1 record of even 4 ERA. This is his 15th appearance of the season. He's worked 27 innings, given up 32 hits, 19 runs, 12 earned. Line drive foul right side. Oh! Little kid hanging over the fence almost made a great grab of that line drive. Someone's out of the bullpen. They're going to give it to him. Oh, and the kid who almost made the catch doesn't even get it. The guy next to him stole the ball from him. A little kid hanging over the fence down there. That was a hard line drive. In his glove, and he dropped it. No balls, 2 strikes. Obenchain's pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Now Steve Obenchain makes short work of David Gates. 1 away. And the batter is Rancho Melgarejo. Melgarejo has walked and singled. Had drove in at the double, 2-run double in the 4th inning. And was thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple. First pitch is in there for a strike called, 0-1. Right-hander from Evansville, Indiana. Delivers as a ground ball left side. Garcia, third baseman, cuts it off. His throw to first is in time. Melgarejo retired, 5 of 3, 2 outs. And the batter is B.J. Weed. Oh, give it a rest down there already. Here's B.J. Weed. Reached on a fielder's choice and doubled. He scored twice. Rancho has stolen 4 bases tonight. First pitch to Weed. He shortens up to bunt and takes a strike, 0-1. Obenchain last pitched in Bakersfield on Sunday, went 2/3 of an inning. Charged at 2 runs on 3 hits. 0-1 pitch. That's a strike call. It's 0-2. 0-2 to Weed. Obenchain drafted out of the University of Evansville. Changeup, swung on and missed, strike 3. Swami throws down to first base after dropping the ball. Obenchain with a 1-2-3 inning here in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th with Rancho leading Modesto 7-2.
Tonight's winner is Ariana Casillas. Congratulations. Let's have a big round of applause for Monica and Ariana tonight. Thank you both for participating in tonight's Dragon Auto Parts Tricycle Race. Fans, do it yourself and say they can trade auto parts. Where low prices are guaranteed. Great price, we got it.
Bottom half of the 6th inning, Rancho leading the Modesto Athletics 7-2. It'll be the lower third of the A's batting order. Omar Quintanilla, Marcus McBeth, and Isaac Garcia up here against a new pitcher for Rancho, right-hander James Carroll. And the first pitch to Quintanilla, and this is low, ball one. Quintanilla has grounded out. He had an RBI single in the fourth inning. James Carroll making his 9th appearance of the season. Right-hander's 1-0 with a 3.60 ERA. Quintanilla takes outside, 2-0. He's worked 10 innings, given up 16 hits and 9 runs, 4 earned. He's walked 5 and struck out 6. 2-0 pitch is popped up, left side. Third baseman Porter coming over near the tarp, but that one's out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike. That's right, a tarp. You didn't know we had a tarp here in Modesto? We actually had 2 rain delays last season, which shocked me for the years that I've been in California. And this is true. I know you hear this all the time, but it doesn't rain in the summertime around here. We had 2 really good dousings last year that delayed games. 2-1 pitch, misses low and inside, 3-1. And to complicate things is not only you don't have a big tarp to cover the field, but you don't have anybody who knows how to put a tarp on the field. It's just not something you need in California. Pitch misses outside, ball 4. Quintanilla walks. So Carroll walks the leadoff hitter. The A's now in the Rancho bullpen. And we have a pinch hitter now with the right-hander out on the mound. Brian Stavisky is going to come up to hit for Marcus McBeth. See, and you knew that because you heard the Bread and Roses song, or Guns N' Roses. Axl Rose and company. I think those guys put out 1 album in the 80s or early 90s. And lasting notoriety. So here's Brian Stavisky. Batting .300, a home run, 11 runs batted in. Left-hander against the right-hander throwing James Carroll. And the first pitch. In there for a strike call, 0-1. James Carroll in his first season with Rancho, he pitched at Cedar Rapids last year in 23 games. Pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Stavisky. Born in Dallas, Texas, currently makes his home in Arlington. 6 feet, 185 pounds. Now steps off the rubber, and Quintanilla gets back to the bag. Out of Pepperdine University, after graduating from Trinity Valley School in Fort Worth, Texas. 1-1 pitch, that misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Signed as a free agent in 2003.
Come on, give him a pitch.
Well, actually had 2 stops last year. He pitched at Rookie Ball Provo before going to Cedar Rapids. Pitched in 4 games at Provo. Pitch misses inside. 3 balls and a strike to Stavisky, pinch hitting for Marcus McBeth. Here the runner at first base. And nobody out in the 6th inning. Three and 1 from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Stavisky takes low and outside, ball 4. So Carroll walks the first 2 batters he faces here in the 6th. And that'll bring up Isaac Garcia.
Now batting third baseman number 4, Isaac Garcia.
Isaac Garcia, 1 for 2. He has grounded out and singled. Up here against James Carroll, 24-year-old right-hander out of Arlington. In relief of Joe Saunders. Working from the stretch, and the first pitch, curveballs in there for a strike, 0-1. Saunders goes 5 innings, so he's eligible for the win if Rancho can hold on. They have 2 runs on 7 hits. Garcia hit the ground ball in the left field for a base hit. And they are going to hold Quintanilla up at third base, and the bases for the second inning in a row are loaded for the A's. And we'll go at top of the order in Lloyd Turner. And now we're going to have some more activity down in the bullpen for Rancho, but we can't see who's warming up down there. Joe Saunders heading down to the clubhouse, tonight's starter. A's trailing 7-2. They left the bases loaded in the 5th inning. They score 1 run in an inning where they get 4 hits. So see if Turner can do something about this now. Carroll's first pitch to him swung on as a high chopper. Third base, Porter has it. He goes to second for 1. The relay to first is not in time. Very high chopper. Porter got the forced play at second base. That eliminates Garcia. Turner's on with the fielder's choice. Quintanilla comes in to score. It's a 7-3 ball game. The run batted in for Turner. And the batter now is Andre Ethier, runners at first and third.
Center fielder number 14, Andre Ethier.
Andre Ethier has singled, flied out, and reached on a fielder's choice. He scored a run. Scored the lone run in the 5th inning. Pitch misses outside, ball 1. And timeout is called, as Buddy wants to go out and talk to Carroll.
All right, fans, a Major League update for you. The final score in Chicago, the Giants.
Carroll, in his last outing, was Saturday against the Inland Empire 66ers. And he pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, no runs. He walked 2 and struck out 1. He's allowed all 3 inherited runners he's faced to score. And the Quakes are 2 and 6 when he pitches. Pitch to Ethier, and there for a strike call, 1-1. He's called up from extended spring training in Mesa on April 22nd. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch to Ethier, swings and fouls it off left side, out of play. Count remains 1-2. Does like Matt Lynch in Bakersfield. Get out of the 5th inning with the bases loaded. So did Joe Saunders, and he leaves with a 7-2 lead. A's get 1 more here in the 6th. Ethier hits a fly ball to center field. Not going to be deep enough, though. And Willits makes the catch, tagging, and coming in to score is Stavisky. And it's now a 7-4 ball game. Well, not deep enough to go out of the park is what I meant. Deep enough to score the run. Sacrifice fly by Ethier. Run batted in. 7-4 ball game now. The batter is Casey Myers. The A's have to be aware, and I'm sure the coaching staff is letting them know this, that this is certainly a game they're in. Well, especially now, it's only a 3-run deficit. First pitch to Casey Myers. This is outside, ball 1. Casey had a base hit in the 5th inning. He's also been hit by a pitch and grounded out. 7-4. Carroll with the pitch out. And diving back to the bag is Turner. Not sure what benefit to stealing a base here for Turner would be. Well, it's just getting in a scoring position with Myers, a reliable hitter up there. But Turner's not like he's a real experienced base stealer, like that's going to be a high percentage play. He has 4 stolen bases this season. Actually tied for the club lead with Nelson Cruz. Pitch is a strike. It's 3-1. Three balls, one strike. The pitch. Good curveballs in there for a strike. It's 3-2. Good pitch to get a strike on. Probably not a pitch you want to swing at 3-1. Casey's going to maybe wait for something hard. Looks like a perfect pitch to ground out the shortstop with. Carroll comes set now. Here comes a 3-2, and Myers swings and fouls it back to the screen. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Remember, tomorrow is a dare game, 11 a.m. in the morning. And then Thursday, 7:05, this series will conclude. 3-2 pitch, and Myers hit the ground ball up the middle. Second baseman over. Weed has this. Throw to first base is wide, and Myers is safe at first base. That'll be an error in the second baseman. Turner running on the pitch is safe at second, and that's why Weed had no play at second base, because Turner was coming into the bag, and Weed's throw to first was wide. So there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. And the batter is Brant Calamarino. Not a big reaction from the crowd as Chris Walsh announces Randy Johnson's perfect game tonight. Here's Brant Calamarino. 1 for 2. He's walked, grounded out, and single. 2 runners aboard. And the pitch. Calamarino takes outside. Ball 1. Now the A's are in that position in the batting order where they can really get some work done. Here comes Keith Comstock once again. And he's going to come out and talk things over with Joe Saunders. Guests on the A's pregame show are treated to a free lunch at the Velvet Grill and Creamery with 2 locations in Modesto, 3250 Dale Road and 2204 McHenry Avenue. Velvet Grill and Creamery. Come for the ice cream, stay for the food. Conference at the mound is completed, and Carroll is ready to continue his work to Brent Calamarino. A's first baseman up here with an opportunity to do some damage here. There's a fly ball to center field. Should be playable for Willits. He makes the catch, and that retires the side. In the 6th inning for the A's, they pick up 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. We've played 6. Rancho leading Modesto 7-4.
The most rings on the Giant foam finger in 10 seconds. Team 1 contestants are Adam and Leah Housewright. Team 2 contestants are Jessica and Tristan. All right, you guys ready? On your mark. Get set, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. What do we got? Tonight's winner is Jessica and Tristan. Congratulations. You are tonight's winner of the Jonas Jewelers ring toss. You just won a gift certificate from Jonas Jewelers. When it comes to Jonas, the answer is always yes. Fans, let's give one more round of applause. Giovanna Alvarado, please report to the Tony Romas guest service counter. Giovanna Alvarado, please report to the Tony Romas guest service counter. Thank you. foul for the Quakes. Center fielder number 11, Reggie Willits.
Strike him now!
Top half of the seventh inning, Reggie Willits leading it off for Rancho. Hit the ground ball to second base. Lloyd Turner's throw to first is in time. 4-3 in the putout. Rancho leadoff man is retired in the seventh. The batter is Erick Aybar. 7 runs on 8 hits for Rancho. 4 runs on 8 hits for Modesto. A's left the bases loaded in the 5th inning. They loaded the bases in the 6th. They got 2 of them home. But only managed 1 hit out of that. And with the bases loaded, they got a fielder's choice to sacrifice fly to get the runs in. First pitch to Aybar, swung on and missed, strike 1. Aybar is 3 for 3 in the night. He's driven in a run, he's scored a run, and he's stolen 2 bases. Open change pitch, misses low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the California League tonight, Lake Elsinore is at Lancaster. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And top half of the 6th inning, Lake Elsinore is leading Lancaster 3-1. Both teams chasing the Inland Empire, top of the division, the South. A little short fly ball in the center field. Andre Ethier comes in and makes a great diving catch. Running straight in towards the infield. Ethier takes that little looper off the bat of Erick Aybar and turns it into an out. There's 2 away. The batter is Mike Napoli. Stockton playing at Visalia. The Port's on top of that game 3-1. Bakersfield at San Jose. And the Blaze are on top of the Giants 3-1. That game's in the top of the 3rd inning. Inland Empire at High Desert. No score, top half of the 3rd. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike to Napoli. Napoli has walked, hit a 2-run home run in the 3rd inning, his 12th of the season, and he grounded to third base in the 4th. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike. 1-2. Open chain from the stretch. The pitch. That misses low and outside. Open chain has retired the first 5 batters he's faced. So he's coming in here to start the 6th inning. Brad Sullivan went the first 5, gave up 7 runs on 8 hits. There's strike 3 called. Open chain gets Napoli looking, and that retires the side in the 7th inning for Rancho. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. In the middle of the 7th inning, Rancho leading Modesto 7-4.
Tonight's 7th inning stretch. Let's go join tonight's special guest, Jeff Davis, and singing "Take Me Out to a Ball Game" tonight. All right, Jeff, you ready?
Take me out to the ball game, but stick to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever come back for it. Root for the home.
number 5, John Swami.
Bottom half of the seventh inning, Rancho leading Modesto 7-4. John Swami leading off a new pitcher, David Austin. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. Austin comes in making his 14th appearance of the season. No record of 4.58 ERA. Swami takes a strike and it's 1-1. Right-hander has worked 17 2/3 innings, giving up 25 hits and 15 runs, 9 earned. He has walked 7 and struck out 12. The 1-1 pitch to Swami is bounced foul right at the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Austin in here in relief of James Carroll, who pitched 1 inning, gave up those 2 runs in the 6th inning. Austin pitched in rookie ball in Utah last season at Provo from Coconut Creek, Florida. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swami hit the line drive into right field for a base hit. 9th hit of the night for the Athletics. They have now out-hit the Quakes, trailing in the ball game 7-4. The batter is Nelson Cruz.
Number 18, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz. Grounded out, doubled. Grounded out to short his last time up. Swings and fouls this one off, strike 1. David Austin, 22 years old. Out of the University of South Florida at Tampa. Was 4-2 at Provo last year, the 1.85 ERA. Signed by longtime Angels scout Tom Kochman. Tom, the father of Casey Kochman, highly rated prospect in the Angels organization. In fact, this year the number 1 prospect for Anaheim. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Curveball, 0-2. Austin's last appearance was Friday against the Inland Empire. He pitched 1 2/3 innings, gave up 3 hits with no runs, a walk and a strikeout. 0-2 pitch. Misses low. Good block by Buddy, the catcher. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Nelson Cruz. A's running out of at bats if they want to get themselves even in this game. 1-2, curveball, line into left center field. That's a base hit. Swami to second base. He'll stop there. Throw comes back in. So Cruz with a base hit. A's get the first 2 runners on here in the 7th inning against David Austin, and the batter is Omar Quintanilla. Omar Quintanilla is grounded out. He had an RBI single in the 4th inning, and he walked and scored in the 6th. Left-handed hitting shortstop up here with runners at first and second base and nobody out. A's trailing the ball game 7-4. Rancho got 7 runs off of Brad Sullivan in the first 5 innings. There's a strike call. Actually, in the first 4 innings, Sullivan came out for the 5th and pitched a 1-2-3 inning. And Steve Obenchain has retired 6 batters straight. And meanwhile, the A's have been chipping away. And 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th. The pitch. And this is low. Another good block by Buddy. 1 ball and 1 strike. Quintanilla's been doing extremely well with runners in scoring position. And he's up here in this situation right now where the A's really need a hit. There's nobody out with 2 runners aboard. The pitch. That misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Quintanilla climbs back into the box. Austin comes set. And the pitch. That misses low and outside. 3 balls and a strike. A's with a full 2-game lead over San Jose. Of course, that lead has been shrinking. 3 balls and a strike. Good count for Quintanilla. The pitch. Swung on. Fouled off left side. Out of play. San Jose trailing Bakersfield in the 3rd inning. Last report. A little early for scoreboard watching at this point. Time of the season, you have to go out there and play ball and win. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On the stretch, Austin with the pitch. Swung on, popped up behind the plate. Buddy comes back, but that's going to get out of play. Count remains full, 3-2. A's have been playing 500 ball for the better part of 2 weeks to maintain their hold on first place. Again, Austin from the stretch. Here comes the 3-2 pitch to Quintanilla. Swung on, there's a fly ball to right field. Melorego goes back and he makes the catch. Tagging up and heading for third is Swami. The throw will not be in time. Melorego gets the ball in, but Swami alertly tagging and getting a third base. Cruz stays at first. Quintanilla's out in the fly ball. And the batter is Brian Stavisky.
Now batting right fielder number 19, Brian Stavisky.
Brian Stavisky came in as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning and walked. Takes the first pitch low, ball 1. With James Carroll on the mound in the 6th inning in relief of the left-hander Joe Saunders. Ron Hayes had Stavisky in the pinch hit for Marcus Macbeth, and he stayed in the game in right field. 1-0 pitch. There's a drive into right center field for a base hit. In to score is Swami. Cruz around second base, headed for third. RBI single for Brian Stavisky. It's now a 7-5 ball game. For Brian Stavisky, that's his 12th RBI of the season. That'll bring up Isaac Garcia. And that'll bring James Rolson, the acting manager for Rancho Cucamonga, out of the dugout, headed out to the mound. And that's going to be the end of the line for David Austin here as we have a pitching change, a break in the action. We'll pause and be right back. New pitcher for Rancho is right-hander Rich Thompson, here to face Isaac Garcia. Runners at first and third base, and 1 out, 7th inning. A's trailing 7-5. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Thompson making his 16th appearance of the season. His record is 1-1, a 4.79 ERA. Working out of the stretch, the pitch. Garcia hits a fly ball, shallow right field. Coming hard is Mel Garego. He gets there, makes the catch. Tagging is Cruz. He comes halfway down the line and then goes back, and it's a good throw. So it's a good thing he decided to go back, but a good bluff by Cruz as he came halfway down the line and drew the throw. So Garcia flies out to right. There's 2 outs now, and the batter is Lloyd Turner.
Now batting second baseman number 3, Lloyd Turner.
Here's Lloyd Turner. He's flied out, popped up. He had a sacrifice and reached on a fielder's choice. And fake to third, look to first. Nothing's happening. A's trailing by 2 after being behind 7-0. What a comeback this would be. The pitch. This is inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Lloyd Turner. Rich Thompson is 19 years old. Signed as a free agent in 2002 out of Sydney, Australia. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And this is down. 2 balls and no strikes. Cruz at third base. Stavisky's at first. Thompson with the pitch. There's a ground ball foul behind third base coach Vaughn Hayes. Skips out of the way of that one. 2-1. Thompson pitched 24 games for Rancho last year. Posted 2-2 record, a 4.91 ERA after being called up from Cedar Rapids. Right-hander comes set. And 2-1 pitch. There's a fly ball, shallow center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Cruz is in to score. Stavisky's headed for third. He is there. 7-6 Rancho. As Lloyd Turner with the RBI single. Drives home Cruz. Again, it's runners at first and third base, and now the batter is Ethier. 4 hits in this inning. The A's have 12 hits in the game. Ethier has flied out, single, reached on a fielder's choice, had a sacrifice fly in the 6th inning. Thompson's pitch. That's a strike call, 0-1. Turner with just a soft fly ball in the center field that dunks in there. And the A's are within a run of tying this game. There's a strike called. 0-2. A's trailed 7-0 after the 3.5 innings. It's now 7-6. The pitch. There's a bouncing ball, right side. Second baseman Reed has it. Throw to first in time. Ethier is retired, and the A's come up 1 short in the 7th. They pick up 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and 2 runners left on base. After 7, Rancho leading Modesto 7-6.
Pina. Pina will be signing autographs for all his fans, so head on down and see him in the Modesto A's Pastime exhibit located on the east concourse of the stadium. The Modesto A's Pastime exhibit is presented by Northeast Central Valley Credit Union and features great history artifacts and souvenir memorabilia from the rich history of professional baseball in Modesto. Leading it off for the Quakes, designated hitter number 29, Erick Aybar.
We got top half of the 8th inning. Rancho leading Modesto 7-6. Steve Obenchain be working at Jared Abruzzo, Greg Porter, and Ryan Buddy. 4, 5, 6 hitters for Rancho. First pitch misses low, ball 1. 7 runs on 8 hits for Rancho. 6 runs on 12 hits for Modesto. Next pitch is swung on and just foul tipped into the mitt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rancho scored 7 runs in 4 innings off of Brad Sullivan. Foul ball back to the screen. It's 1-2. Sullivan had a 1-2-3-5 before leaving the ball game and turning things over to Steve Obenchain, who retired 6 batters in a row through the 6th and 7th inning. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Meanwhile, the A's are chipping away. RBI single by Quintanilla in the 4th made it 7-1. RBI single by Colin Marino in the 5th made it 7-2. They left the bases loaded, though, in the 5th inning. 2-2 pitches, swung on and missed, strike 3. 4th strikeout for Obenchain.
Now batting third baseman Greg Porter.
The batter is Greg Porter. They got 2 in the 6th. Lloyd Turner hit a bouncing ball to third base with the bases loaded. He beat it out, avoiding a double play. A run came in to score. And a sacrifice fly by Andre Ethier to get the second one in. Pitch to Porter, comes inside, ball 1. Porter's 0 for 3, lined out twice and grounded out. Last time up, he had a screaming line drive that Lloyd Turner made a great leaping catch on. There's a one-hop line drive that goes into right field for a base hit. So first hit off of Steve Obenchain, and it's the first hit for Rancho since Erick Aybar had an RBI single in the 4th inning. There's Ryan Buddy. He's got 2 more in the 7th to pull to within 1. They've left 9 runners on base tonight. Here's Ryan Buddy. 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice and been hit by a pitch. Obenchain's pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Curtis Smoke starts throwing in the A's bullpen. Throw over to first base. Runner gets back. Oh and 1. And another throw over to first base. And the runner gets back. Oh and 1. And Obenchain's next pitch is swung on and fouled off. No balls and 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch from Obenchain, that misses outside, 1-2. Seven to 6 ball game. Obenchain trying to keep the Quakes down. See if the A's offense can get that 1 more run to overcome this deficit. And the pitch. There's a fly ball to left field. Cruz coming in. He makes the catch. Buddy flies out and there's 2 away. And the batter is David Gates. Left-hander Curtis Smoke still warming up in the A's bullpen. Here's David Gates. He has popped up, singled, and struck out. Right-handed batter up here against Obenchain with runner at first base. Quick throw over to first, and the runner gets back. 11 a.m. game tomorrow. 11 a.m. Game 2 of the series. Obenchain with a long look. Now timeout is called. Obenchain now back up on the hill as Gates is ready at the plate. Porter walks off to his lead at first base. Again, another throw over to first, and the runner gets back. David Gates in his second season with Rancho. Played 75 games last year for him. Takes a strike, and it's 0-2. Gates, 23 years old, out of Florence, Alabama. Out of the University of Alabama at Huntsville. Obenchain comes set. And the pitch. There's a fly ball, center field, deep. Andre Ethier going back at the wall. He leaps, and he can't get it. It bounces up off of the wall over his glove. In to score is Porter. Gates to third base, and he's going to hold up there with a triple. Right under the 400-foot mark. And Ethier went back, gave it a leap, and it hit off the wall over his glove. Gates gets all the way around for a 3. Drives in the run, the first run that Rancho has scored since the 4th inning. And it's now an 8-6 ball game. And right when the A's seem like they're on the verge of overtaking this one, Rancho comes right back. And they get one here in the 8th. Here's Melgarego. And the pitch misses inside, ball 1. For David Gates, that is his first triple of the season. And his 34th run batted in. Obenchain's pitch misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. Rancel Melgarego has walked. Drove in 2 runs in the 4th with a base hit, and he grounded out in the 6th. Obenchain working with a runner at third base. 2 outs to pitch. There's a strike called. 2-1. Melgarego played 29 games for Rancho last year. He's just 22 years old, out of Havana, Cuba. 2-1 pitch. That misses low. 3-1. B.J. Weed is on deck. Left-handed batter, and Von Hayes may be bringing in Moak to pitch to Weed. If Obenchain doesn't get his man here. 3-1 pitch misses outside, ball 4. So Melgarego walks, puts runners at first and third base, and the batter is B.J. Weed.
Now batting second baseman number 4, B.J. Weed.
Yep, and here comes Von Hayes. He hasn't made the signal yet, but he's got a left-hander. He's got 3 left-handers in a row coming up, and there's the sign. He wants Moak in out of the bullpen. So we have a pitching change, a break in the action. We'll pause and be right back.
Pitching for the A's, number 11, Curtis Moak.
New pitcher for the A's is left-hander Curtis Moak. He'll be facing B.J. Weed with runners at first and third base and 2 outs here in the 8th inning. 8-6 ball game. First pitch in there for a strike call, 0-1. Curtis Moak making his 16th appearance of the season. His record is 0-1 with a 4.50 ERA. He's given up 24 hits and 14 runs. There's a ground ball foul, third base side. Count goes to 0-2. He has walked 12 and struck out 17. Pollens have a .289 batting average against him. And here, relief of Steve Obenchain, who pitched 2 perfect innings. Got the first batter here in the 8th, then gave up base hits to Porter and Gates to increase the Rancho lead to 8-6. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and it misses. Just high. And the runner at first base, Melgarego, goes down to second base. He was running, and the ball popped out of Swami's glove, so there was no throw. So another stolen base, 8th of the season for Melgarego. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Moak. And there's a line drive, and that's over a leaping Turner into right field for a base hit. And it's going to go up the gap. In to score is Gates, followed by Melgarego. It's a 2-run double for B.J. Weed. And that makes it a 10-6 ball game.
Now batting for the Quakes, center fielder number 11, Reggie Willits.
The batter is Reggie Willits. Runner at second base is Weed. And the A's are now looking at a 4-run deficit. There's a strike called, 0-1. Willits has flied out, struck out, hit an RBI single in the 4th, grounded out in the 7th. 3 runs in here in the 8th inning. A's pulled to within 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the A's bullpen not really giving the offense an opportunity to get back in this one. There's a strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, you get rid of one, you get another one. I'm talking about the loud fans. The loud people down front, they seem like they've left for the night. No, they've moved down closer. That's good. Move further away from us. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's line foul right side. Count remains 1-2. Well, it should be a lot quieter around here tomorrow. We're expecting about 3,000 kids, elementary school age. They'll probably be much more well-behaved than that one family that was sitting down in front of us tonight. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. That's fouled off right side, out of play. Count remains 1-2. 3 runs in here for Rancho in the 8th inning. They extend their lead to 10-6. After the A's came back from a 7-0 deficit to make it 7-6. And it's all kind of falling apart here in the 8th. 1-2. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. Swami with the throw down at first base completes the putout. Willits is retired, and that retires the side in the 8th inning for Rancho. They pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning at Rancho, leading Modesto 10-6.
All right, fans, you know what time it is. Get up out of your seat, get loose, grab your favorite dance partner. Let's get crazy for the chicken dance. Designated hitter number 22, Casey Myers.
We go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Casey Myers leading it off for the A's, followed by Brent Colamarino and John Swami. And Myers hits the first pitch up in the air to center field. Reggie Willits jogging in, and he makes the catch, 1 away. Myers flies out to center. Now bring up Brent Colamarino. 10-6, Rancho leading. A's pulled to within 7-6 with 2 in the 7th. And Steve Obenchain, who retired 7 batters in a row and gave up 3 runs on a base hit, a triple to David Gates. He walked Mel Garego. First pitch to Colamarino misses low. And Curtis Moak came in and gave up a 2-run double to B.J. Weed. Both those runs charged to Obenchain. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a drive to center field. Going back on it is Willits. Back at the wall. Looking up, this one is high off the center field wall. Colamarino's around second base. He's headed for third. Here comes the throw, and he is there standing with a triple. That hit less than a foot off the top of the wall and straight away center field. 30 feet high, 400 feet away. And you can't hit it any further than that in any ballpark in this league or any league without having a home run. That ball was crushed.
John Swami.
A triple for Colin Marino, his second triple of the season. Here's John Swami. Swami's 2 for 4. There's a strike called. Out in center field, there's a giant wall and straightaway they use for a batter's eye. The regular wall is 15 feet high. This wall is 30 feet high. There's a foul ball left side out of play. And Colin Marino missed clearing it by less than a foot. Any place else in the ballpark, if it was 6 feet to the left, it would have been gone. And like I said, in most ballparks, even in big league ballparks, that's a home run everywhere. 0-2 pitch. Swami pops it up in the infield. Second baseman Weed. Now the first baseman Napoli makes the catch. So Swami pops up to the first baseman. That's the second out of the inning. And the batter is Nelson Cruz. Mike Napoli, first baseman. I think I might have put the accent in the wrong syllable. Here's Nelson Cruz. First pitch is swung on and missed, strike one. Right-hander Chris Shank throwing in the A's bullpen. Well, this is kind of a different A's team than we saw in April. Cruz takes a strike, 0-2. They don't have quite the same bounce in their step. And if you have a good April and you want to hold on 500, pitch misses low, then you can maintain first place that way, but their up and down May hasn't been the result of any hard luck and a lot of lack of execution, lack of clutch performances. 13 hits in the night. Swing and a miss. Cruz goes down swinging. They leave Colin Marino at third base. In the eighth, no runs, a hit, no errors, one run left on base. We've played 8. Rancho leading Modesto 10-6.
Subway Senior Sub-Promotion. Tonight's contestant, Stephanie Patterson, will have the opportunity to win a free 6-inch sub, courtesy of Subway. She can successfully complete the lyrics to tonight's song by Jessica Simpson. Fans, pay close attention because you are tonight's judges. All right, Stephanie, you ready?
Let's go.
Hey, Keller. Fans, what do you think? All right, nice job, Stephanie. You just completed the lyrics to tonight's song. You just won yourself a free 6-inch sub courtesy of Subway. Now pitching for the A's, number 21, Chris Shanks. Leading off shortstop, number 3, Erick Aybar.
Top half of the ninth inning, Erick Aybar leading it off for Rancho against Chris Shank, and the first pitch is hit into right field. Brian Stavisky over there to make the catch, 1 out. Aybar flies out to right. 1 away in the ninth. The batter is Mike Napoli.
Now batting, first baseman, number 12, Michael Napoli.
Chris Shank making his 16th appearance of the season. His record is 2-1 at 2.35 ERA. He's worked 23 innings, given up 21 hits, 9 runs, 6 of them earned. First pitch to Napoli, gets the outside corner for a strike. Shank has walked 6 and struck out 28. Michael Napoli has walked, homered, grounded out, and struck out. There's a line drive to left field, base hit. Cruz over towards the line to get it. His throw back in. Napoli with a big turn, and now he'll come back to the bag. Boy, when Napoli swings, he just seems like he rears back, winding up, and hammers the ball. He did that with his home run in the third inning. He did it on that pitch right there, hammering that one into left field. His second hit of the game. He's on at first base, and here's Jared Abruzzo. And Shank's pitch to him is in there for a strike call, 0-1. Abruzzo 0 for 4. 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. And this pitch misses low, 1-1. Abruzzo, one of 3 catchers on the squad. Like the A's, Rancho has 3 catchers who are quality batsmen, so they have to get them into the lineup. Shank comes set. And the 1-1 pitch. That's swung on, fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bruzzo's second round draft pick in the 2000 draft. 6'3", 215 pounds. Switch hitter. Shank with the 1-2 pitch. That misses low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ten runs on 12 hits for Rancho. 6 runs on 13 hits for the A's. Throw over to first base, and the runner gets back. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Broken bat liner up the middle. Cut off on 1 hop by Turner. Steps in the bag. Throws to first base. And he gets the double play. What a play by Lloyd Turner on a broken bat line drive. 1 hop. He ran to the bag, got 1, and then fired to first base to get 2. That retires the side. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, with Rancho leading Modesto 10-6.
by number 24, Omar Quintanilla.
So the bottom half of the ninth inning, Omar Quintanilla leading it off against Rich Thompson. 10-6, Rancho on top, and the first pitch in there for a strike called, 0-1. Quintanilla has grounded out, singled, walked, and flied out. He's driven in a run and scored one. And the 0-1 pitch, that misses outside, 1-1. 10 runs on 12 hits for Rancho, 6 runs on 13 hits for the A's. A's trailing 7-0, came back to make it 7-6. Before Rancho, they got 3 in the 8th inning. Swung is fouled off, swing, and the pitch is fouled off, 1-2. Brad Sullivan, who had won 3 straight wins, three straight decisions, in peril of losing his 4th game of the season here. Joe Saunders would even his record at 4-4. 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Quintanilla is out on strikes. 1 out in the 9th. Batter is Brian Stavisky.
Now batting right fielder number 19, Brian Stavisky.
Brian Stavisky came into the game as a pinch hitter in the 6th inning. He has walked, singled, scored a run, and his base hit in the 7th inning drove in one. First pitch to him. Check swing. Yes, that's a strike. 0-1. Well, the A's got production up and down the lineup tonight. They just couldn't overcome this powerful Rancho team. Pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. RBIs by Turner, Ethier, Colamarino, Quintanilla, and Stavisky. Pitch misses low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Colamarino had 2 hits, an RBI single and a triple. Nelson Cruz with a pair of hits, a double and a single, and 2 runs scored. Pitch misses outside. 3 balls and a strike. Stavisky came in after left-hander Joe Saunders was lifted, replaced by James Carroll. 3-1 pitch misses outside. Ball 4. Stavisky walks. So the A's have a runner aboard here in the 9th inning. And that'll bring up Isaac Garcia.
Now batting third baseman is number 4, Isaac Garcia.
Isaac Garcia, 2 hits in the night, pair of singles. He's also grounded out and flied out. A disappointing night for the A's. They looked like they were fighting back into it. Garcia fouls it back to the screen. They've left 10 runners on base tonight. A's been getting a lot of hits, but not the economical ones. On the other hand, Rancho has only left 2 runners aboard tonight. Pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ten runs for Rancho on 12 hits and only 2 runners left on base. That's being economical. There's a bouncing ball foul, third base side. Tomorrow will be Darryl McCall. Tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., Darryl McCall going against right-hander Steve Shell. McCall 4-3 with a 3.96 ERA. His 3rd crack at his 5th win. And Steve Shell 3-1, 4.05. And then on Thursday night, it'll be Tomas Cavagna against Daniel Davidson. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's swung on and missed. Strike 3. Garcia's out on strikes. 2 away now. We'll go top of the order in Lloyd Turner.
Now batting second baseman number 3, Lloyd Turner.
Lloyd Turner's driven in a couple runs tonight with a single and a fielder's choice. He's also flied out and popped out. Pitch comes inside. 1-0. Joe Saunders went the first 5 innings tonight, gave up 2 runs on 7 hits. Walked 1 and struck out 1. He's eligible for the victory. 1-0 pitch. It's popped up right side. First baseman Napoli coming over to the seats. But that's just out of his reach. Into the second row. He's reaching for it. One ball, 1 strike to Turner. James Carroll pitched an inning. David Austin pitched a third of an inning. And Rich Thompson has been in here since the 7th. 1-1 pitch. It's popped up, and it's going to be the pitcher, Rich Thompson, in foul territory, going over and making the catch. And the ball game is over. In the 9th inning for Modesto, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Final score, it's Rancho Cucamonga 10 and Modesto 6. Well, the final totals for you right after this.
Want to see you back here for future A's games this season, and thanks for coming. Fans, Budweiser will duel with the best A's for your drive home to be a safe one. The next time you come to Johnson or Field, stop by the O'Doul's designated driver booth on the main concourse and sign up for the Modesto A's designated driver program. Fans registering for the program will enjoy free O'Doul's during the ballgame. Budweiser reminds you that we all make a difference. Please choose a designated driver.
And welcome back to John Thurman Field. Here are tonight's totals for the ball game. For Rancho Cucamonga, 10 runs on 12 hits, 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. For Modesto, 6 runs on 13 hits, no errors, and 10 runners left on base. The winning pitcher, Joe Saunders, his record now is 4-4. The losing pitcher, Brad Sullivan, his record is 3-4. Save goes to Rich Thompson. Time of the game, 3 hours on the nose in front of a crowd of 1,128 here at John Thurman Field this evening. Well, the A's had contributions up and down the lineup tonight, but nobody came up with that big hit when they really needed it. However, Nelson Cruz did have his league-leading 15th double of the season. He also had a base hit in the 7th inning, scored a pair of runs, and Brian Stavisky, who got into the game late, had a pair of walks and a RBI single. Andre Ethier with a sacrifice fly, and Casey Myers had a base hit. But the Yonan star of the game tonight is going to go to Lloyd Turner. Lloyd had an RBI single, drove in a run with a fielder's choice. He laid down a sacrifice bunt, and he played very sound defensive baseball tonight. And Lloyd Turner is your Yonans player of the game. For all of your jewelry need, head down to Yonans Jewelers, located at 2485 Gear Road in Turlock, or the new store at 1809 McHenry Avenue in the Safeway Shopping Center. That's Yonans Jewelers, proud sponsors of the Modesto A's and diamonds everywhere. And now we're going to go down to the field where Michael Thomas has the second baseman for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes, B.J. Weed.
Well, we're here on the Modesto A's postgame show, and I'm standing here with Rancho Cucamonga Quakes infielder B.J. Weed. And B.J., let's talk about the 10-6 victory. You had a hand in it, 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. You had a good night at the plate.
Yeah, I felt pretty good up there today. We played well as a team. We came out swinging pretty well and came out with a victory.
And you guys have been hot as of late. I mean, you lost yesterday, but you get back and you win again today. And I think coming into tonight, let's see, in the last 9 games now, you guys are 7-2. Talk about your success of late. What's been the reason for it?
There's kind of a little fire in our locker room now. Guys are starting to play hard, starting to play well. I don't know. We're just playing with a vengeance, and things are falling away right now. So,
because if you guys maybe earlier on in the season, the losses piled up, and you guys said enough's enough.
Well, things in the beginning, just things weren't going our way. Sometimes it wasn't even our fault. It was just, balls falling in that shouldn't have, but now we're playing well as a team, and hopefully we keep going. So.
All right. And last year you played with the Cedar Rapids Colonels in the Midwest League. Compare your experience in that league with this one here in the California League.
In Iowa, it was pretty much cold in the first month. Here, it's not as cold. And I like playing out here. The weather's always nice, and ball jumps out here better than the Midwest League. Midwest League ball didn't fly as far, but it's good here. I like it.
And, it seems like you guys were able to get production from a lot of the people in the lineup. So, any other thoughts on tonight's game? What else do you have to say?
Nothing. Just we played well as a team. We came out swinging, and we got a victory.
All right. Well, thanks for stopping by on the postgame show, and good luck in tomorrow's contest. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. That was Rancho Cucamonga Quakes second baseman B.J. Weed joining us. We're going to send it back up to Paul Schofer in the booth.
All right. Thank you, Michael. B.J. Weed. Big night for Rancho, and a disappointing night for the A's as they had their opportunities. Came from a 7-0 deficit to 7-6, but then let it get away in the 8th inning as Rancho put on 3 more runs in the 8th in the A's bullpen, and they come away with the victory tonight. The A's next game is tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. It'll be Darryl McCall going to the mound for the Athletics. His record is 4-3 with a 3.96 ERA. He'll be opposed by Rancho right-hander Steve Shell. 3-1 with a 4.05 ERA. Game time is 11 a.m. and we'll be on the air at the pregame show at 10:50. For Michael Thomas, this is Paul Schofer reporting. Thank you very much for joining us. Once again, the final score: Rancho Cucamonga Quakes beat the Modesto Athletics 10-6 from John Thurman Field in Modesto. Good night, everybody, and may God bless.